How's it going, guys? It's the boy Juan here from Overflow Entertainment, giving you my impressions on Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, my impressions are going to be based off the demo that was given today, that is October 27th, 2015, during Paris Games Week's conference for PlayStation, obviously. And so, first things I want to talk about here is what I liked about the demo. Alright, so first things first. Wow, this game is absolutely gorgeous, like drop dead gorgeous. You can see all the detail that's put into the female protagonists, you know, from her hair flowing and like her skin and all this and that. It's just really pretty game. And then you see the vistas off in the background and stuff, and I believe I read somewhere that they have this real-time lighting engine going on, or like the clouds are formed based off of actual precipitation and stuff. So there's a lot of tech going behind making this game look absolutely gorgeous, and you can tell, right? It's very obvious. So obviously the graphics are something that I like. Then we move on to the gameplay. Now we've only seen the same little vertical slice done two separate ways, but those two separate ways are radically different, and so that goes to show that the gameplay will be varied, and it's not just going to be your a very linear RPG. I actually believe they confirmed it'd be open world RPG, so that's always really good. Open world action RPG, obviously. So you're going to be crafting, you're going to be collecting stuff, which is always really fun. You got Fallout 4 coming out in just 2 weeks time, and that's a huge open world action RPG. So anything along those veins are really cool, except this is set in a super futuristic time that's kind of setting us aback a bit, because she's using a bow, and there's dinosaurs again, which is really cool. So which leads me to another pro, which I really like the world that's being set up. I'm not sure what the story is here. I'm not really sure what they haven't really released what any of the story is, but I'm very intrigued by it, and that says a lot, because if something can captivate you over just one little vertical slice, then that's really good news for what's to come. I feel like maybe the story sucks, maybe I'm completely wrong, but at least at a first glance it seems to be pretty intriguing. So now we're going to move on to some of the things that I don't find likable, which is, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, there's not a lot that I don't like about what I've seen. But one thing that I can say is, now I realize it's an early build, and it's probably an alpha at this point, but the frame rate is pretty bad. When there's explosions, you see a pretty big dip in the frames, which is, to be expected at this point. But I just hope we don't run into another Order 1886 situation here, where you got all this awesome tech to make your game look pretty, and then you just end up with a pretty looking game but not much of a game itself. Now it's already, but from just seeing the crafting systems and the gameplay, it doesn't look like it's going to be as shallow as the Order 1886, but I do hope that their focus wasn't mainly on just making this game look as pretty as possible, and that they could actually get those frames to a state. I'm not going to say, oh, I need 60 frames or nothing, but get it to a steady 30. A steady 30 and no dips, and that should be more than sufficient for this game, a game of this type. So other than that, there's really not much that I could really find at fault with the game. Really pretty. Looks intriguing, looks to have intriguing characters, and I'm really interested to see what the backstory is and what's going on, and why we're back to this dystopian future where there's dinosaurs and stuff. That'd be really interesting to see. And the gameplay looks really cool. Just the different ways that you can attack, like in the E3 demo, they just scared the herd by attacking one of the grazers. But in this demo right here, they set tripwires up, mines, and then they scared the herd into the tripwire. So they shot an explosive arrow at a rock behind the herd, which brought them towards the tripwires, which decimated the entire herd before the Mecha T-Rex came out, which was awesome again. But then, even then, they took out the Mecha T-Rex in a way that was different than they did in the E3 demo. So it goes to show you that the gameplay does look pretty dynamic. So maybe my concerns are, going to be put to rest pretty easily. It looks like it. I hope that they will, but it's good to be cautiously optimistic, because we have been burned before by Sony. Just look at the Order 1886. That's the prime example. That's the example, I guess. But yeah, guys, so there go my impressions on Horizon Zero Dawn, and I can't wait to look to see what comes of it. Can't wait for us to see more of it, and for me to give you more impressions. Until then, I will see you later. I'm out.